and smoking crack. You talk about he's yeah, he's smoking all right. Smoking crack.
Southwest Washington, who we got there?
We got that tip up.
Toronto, on this 500 per 600 foot elevation, wave max.
Okay. All right, we'll take care, my brother.
Anybody here
Taking me 2 hours and a half to take me home. I got to take him. My brother told me, Cat Bigger Nelson told me, right to my Cat Bigger face. Yeah, he did it. Hey, well, yeah, he did it. Right to my Cat Bigger face. Yeah. Yeah. You got that taking 2 hours and a half to change the time. I ain't in no hurry. No hurry, that tip out.
Right back up on you, big brother. Coming up to you and the family, man. You got me right back up on you. So, but I'm easy all right. When they come in down, take them all the coppers.
Hey, well, that was on T-Bird calling me, brother. Anyway, take care of my brother. I'm going to get out of here on T-Bird. And it may take... There you go. I'll kiss it. Hey, T-Bird, leave that rooster alone. Leave the rooster alone. He ain't bothering you. Hey, my bluegill brother, leave that rooster alone, please. Hey, T-Bird, please leave the rooster alone. The rooster's not bothering you. Hey, cousin T-Bird, your bluegill brother, the tip on the pound, saying, please leave the rooster alone, that buddy.
Hey, Brass Knuckles Jefferson, let me say hello to you too one time. I know you got some Mother Nature rocking and rolling around your place. I figured I'd say hello out there. Good morning. And, anybody else out there within the sound of this little peanut whistle? A motor mouth malls. Step and I got down, breaker.
Good morning to you, Ma. Good morning to you, Motor Lip, Ma. Hey, Motor Lip, Ma. Good morning to you, brother. Hey, Motor Lip. Hey, Motor Lip, Ma. Hello, that's the
Yeah, there, pimp. I sure appreciate you rolling up in there like that, man. You got my radio all locked down. You're all I hear rolling up in here, man. You sound real 10-8 and straight. Good morning, Tom. Sound like you're having a lot of fun out there on the band, and Mother Nature's here yesterday. Whole doggone day went by, and there wasn't a lick of skip. I was starting to worry there, Brayden.
Let me go take this tag off this car. For old Brummer said it's gonna take me 5 hours. Let me go down here and take this tag off this car before my good friend old Brummer say I'm illiterate and it's gonna take me 5 hours to take the tag off. You know, I said it was 2 hours and a half. He's gonna change it to 5 hours. I'm just it.
Now, why would he go and do a thing like that? Why in her nation would he go and do a thing like that to Brayden? That's just ridiculous. Hey, pimp on the pile. Say 7-3s to you, and you go switch out your tag or do what you got to do, and I'll be out here reading the mail for a Scotia bit. A Motormouth Mall, working this under modulated Cobra 29. Right here, right now, I got down. Got a chair in here this time that doesn't have squeaking. I can move the chair a little bit here, and I don't have squeaking in the background to bring. Well, where in the heck? Where in the heck did Skip go? I was in the Mobile. I heard Tucson, Arizona. I heard all kinds of Skip rolling in here. And just as I was talking to Grandpa Jones, I was messing around with the idea and the concept that Mother Nature would probably be gone by the time I got up to the ranch. Here I am at the ranch, and Mother Nature done flew the coop to me.
I believe you're right, Motormouth.
Hey, go on to the ranch, Motormouth Mall. Go on to the ranch. Hey, it's still gonna be out here. Hey, Motormouth Mall, super cool. Say, go on to the ranch. Mother Nature will still be here, baby.
Oh, I'm here at the ranch right now. It's super cool. I was in the Mobile. Super cool. I was in the Mobile a little bit ago there, and doggone it, I was talking to my neighbor here, Grandpa Jones. I was mentioning that as soon as I got to the ranch and fired out a big radio, there'd be this, Skip would be gone, and that's kind of sort of how it looks. But then I heard you roll up in there. I heard Brass Knuckle Jefferson for a little bit there. And then you come up in there. So maybe, just maybe, Mother Nature will be here for a little bit. I don't know. I'll stick around. Hey, super cool. Good to hear you up in there. Good morning time to you. And hope all is well around your neck of the woods. Motormouth Mall. Stepping.
I'm gonna try to get up in there one time there, Motormouth Mall. Danielsan Tucson truck.
Hey there, Danielsan. Oh, you made the trip up in here. Hey, Danielsan. I don't know how this sounds around your place. It's a little bit different. It should sound pretty good and loud. Should still have some good bass up in there. And should have pretty good presence. By the way, here's a recording. I want to make sure this works.
I'm gonna try to get up in there one time there, Motormouth Mall. Danielsan Tucson truck.
There you go. And you got up over the mess. Danielsan Tucson. Motormouth Mall right there, right now. Let's go.
You receive, but I can't play back. I can record it via email, but I can't play back right now. I can't figure out my damn routing. So I got to go back to that and figure it out. But I can record some stuff and send it back to you later this evening.
Okay, that'll work good. That'll work good. And hope you figure out the routing situation. But man, you got the playback audio on your device, so to say, playback. Your audio sounds really nice. Let me play that back for you.
I got to go back to that and figure.
Hang on a second here.
I can't figure out my damn routing. Playback right now. I can't figure out playback. I can record via email, but I can't play back right now. I can't figure out my damn routing. So I got to go back to that and figure it out.
Breaker 10-9, breaker 10-9, breaker 10-9.
Yeah, I've been playing around with my audio settings quite a bit. Took my whole system apart and threw things away and got rid of things and put everything. Guess what? No live professor. This is just a mixing board right now.
That's just a mixing board? Holy cow. Well, it's pretty phenomenal. It sounds really good. Really clean, really clear. Wow. No live professor. No audio processing, just a mixing board. Now, of course, there's a EQ of some sort on the mixing board, right? That's not just flat audio.
No. All the processing is being done within the radio now. The SDR radio. That's what I'm using right now. So I'm just using the mixing board as an interface for my microphone.
Well, it made your highs, whatever you did, it made the highs so much more clean and crisp. Listen to the highs.
I'm just using the mixing board as an interface for my microphone.
Wait a second here.
The SDR radio. That's what I'm using right now. So I'm just using the mixing board as an interface for my microphone.
Your highs sound smoother, but yet higher, if that makes sense. They're smoother, but they're higher. They're very...
Hey, roger that. Well, that's kind of what I was going for. I just wanted to start from scratch. I've been struggling with my highs. Well, you know that. I've been asking you questions about it, trying to figure it out. And I just decided to start from scratch with something completely different and see what I come up with. In a couple of days, I don't know.
Well, definitely, I think you've achieved smooth, clean highs. I'm recording you on the, what do you call it, the Cobra with the, it's a stock IF filter, so the highs are what they are. The lows, of course, go all the way down to where they can with the big caps that I put up in there. But, man, I would say that that's the smoothest high-frequency response I've heard on your station yet. Now, I like a little bit of the bass enhancement that you did before, but like you say, you're starting from scratch, and the only processing you're using right now is what's in the SDR radio, so that's pretty impressive. I'm going to drop the reverb down here a little bit, not much, but I'm going to drop the reverb down just so that you can hear a little bit of less reverb. This is probably about the same amount of reverb that you had in your old session file, so I didn't want to go too far over the top on the reverb to bring.
509.
Yeah, roger that. It does sound like you've thickened up the bottom end quite a bit. That's what it sounds like to me right now, but I can't really tell because I've switched so much stuff over here, so, but it does sound, my sound's pretty good right now, but I gotta check out my levels and everything. I'm just trying to get routing. You know how it goes. It's all a process, and it takes a little time to get it all dialed in correctly. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. But yeah, your bottom end sounds really, really thick and heavy right now.
10-4. Yeah, that's what I did. I did do a lot of work on the bottom end, and I don't know if I can. I mean, I don't want to take a chance of screwing anything up. Did I save this? Yes, I did. I gave it a name. I'm going to go up to the top EQ and just do a little bit more messing around on the input EQ that drives the whole thing. And try to remember where I was here. So 584. Just remember the number 584 in case I forget it. Anyway, I'm gonna run this down here like this right here and put this back about here like this, somewhere like that right there. And then I'm going to run the audio level up here a little bit more somewhere. I don't know. I guess I got to run the audio level up here from, where is it? 6.5. 584 and 6.5. 584 and 6.5. Okay, there we go. Run the audio level up here like that right there. And put that up in there for you and see what you think about that. Danielsan Motormouth Mall, right here. Right now, that's the same percentage of modulation. But looking at my loudness meter, it's not, maybe not as loud. I don't know. I don't know what you think about it. But I don't know what the bottom end sounds like. I don't know what any of it sounds like. Hello, Danielsan Motormouth Mall, right here. Right now, I got down.
Yeah, it did drop down quite a bit in audio level when you were messing around there. And I got the recording here, and hopefully it is recording. And it's saying it's recording. I can see that it's recording, so I just can't play back. But I'll send them to you. Hopefully they come out recently, and you can hear it. But yeah, your audio level dropped down, and your bass got really wide and smooth when you dropped down the level, but then you lost your high end there, and then you brought it all back up and said that it wasn't quite as loud, and you're right. You're definitely right there. You're the expert, man. So yeah, exactly what you said is what's happening.
Roger. It's an example of distribution of energy within the audio spectrum. So I'm still making the same 130% or 135% positive peaks, but redistributing the energy. I'll redistribute it here a little bit more. Let's see here what happens. I don't even know if I got the right one. Okay. Drop this back down again here like this right here. Hello, test. Okay, there we go. Anyway, that's redistributed so that the might have still too much gain, but anyway, that's where it started to break, I think, more or less. Give or take a little bit.
Yeah, that's the, God, I should record a video here so you can see what it's doing. A lot of energy outside of the channel right now, just with your voice.
Really, a lot of energy outside the channel, beyond the 10 kilohertz wide skirt, 5 kilohertz on either side. There's a lot of energy right there. Hello, test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. Now I looked at this audio day before yesterday, before my little. On the Flex, on the SDR, and it showed it right at the skirt, right at 10 kilohertz. It was right there, and it rolled off really sharp. And then when I played music, you know, I played I don't know what it was. I was playing something like this. What the hell is it here? Anyway, I had music up in there, and the music was going out really wide. So, I don't know. The music went out wider than my voice did the break.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing energy going out to about 17 kilohertz. So about 7 more kilohertz past the 10K. And most of your energy is within that 10K. Yeah, most of it is there, but you do have energy going outside of it. And, see, the whole reason why I'm doing this is because I think I want to start recording it so people can see what they're doing on my screen, you know, on my scope, and then maybe post those up on Facebook or YouTube. I don't know. I'm just starting to play around with it, trying to do more like what you do to help people out.
Yeah, I think that's a helpful thing to do, and I think it, it definitely can help steer people in the right direction. You know, those who are interested in being steered, it can certainly help them get in the right direction. But it's a good tool to have available. Some people can utilize it to their advantage, and some others can't. So this is the one that I have that's labeled Big Bottom Loud. And I'm going to go to a different one here real fast. I'm going to go to regular old Big Bottom, which doesn't have quite as much of the bass, and see what happens here. Okay, this is the other one that doesn't have nearly as much bottom end. And I might have to bump the audio level up a tad bit more to get the audio level right. But there you go, right there. Right now, Danielsan Motormouth Mall stepping. I got down.
I like that second one right there. The one you're on right now, I like that. It opens it up more. It makes you sound a little more natural. The other one with that big loud bottom end that you just had, that's what it is. And it sounds, I don't know, back to that industrial punch. We're talking about that. So it doesn't have the fidelity that this one has right now.
10-4, okay. No, very good. Well, this one here just seems to be lacking a little bit of output, so I can roll the output up here just a little bit here. Let me just roll this up here to the point where it's not over the top there, but enough output to where I can drive things to 130% positive peaks. Hello, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's a little bit more gain, a bit more output right there. So I should sound kind of a cross between the two that bring.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And when I send you the recordings, you'll definitely hear the difference. I just hope my recordings are catching it because I'm not set up like I was before. So, but I guess this will be the test, and you can let me know if I got to change things around or not. But yeah, I got to figure out my routing so I can play it back over the air. I messed that all up right now. So instead of using two computers, I'm on a single computer right now with just the mixing board and then the CFC tools that are within the SDR radio. I'm going to play around with it more and see if I can enhance it just a little bit more, but I'm getting RF into the system. So I'm trying to deal with that too.
Right, Drew. Well, let me play that last transmission back. There was a little bit of competition between other people out there on the bowl doing their thing. They got better conditions, but check this out. I'll play this back real quick here. 4, 5, 6. Wait a second here. Kind of a cross between the two that break. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And when I send you the recordings, you'll definitely hear the difference. I just hope my recordings are catching it because I'm not set up like I was before. So, but I guess this will be the test, and you can let me know if I got to change things around or not. But yeah, I got to figure out my routing so I can play it back over the air. I messed that all up right now. So instead of using two computers, I'm on a single computer right now with just the mixing board and then the CFC tools that are within the SDR radio. I'm going to play around with it more and see if I can enhance it just a little bit more, but RF into the system. So I'm trying to deal with that too. There you go. That's what I heard right there. Wow, sounds great. Hey, Danielsan Motormouth Mall right there, right now.
All right, Motormouth Mall. I appreciate that playback. Yeah, and I heard exactly what you mean by that upper, the top end there. You know, the highs. Wow. That's the best I've ever had my highs, yes. That's now if I could get my bottom end like I used to have it, I might have something there. What do you think?
I think that's pretty good right there. I think you got it. You're close. I mean, just a tad, a smidgen of reverb, possibly on the bottom end, and maybe a little bit of a EQ, just a tad. And I don't think you need a whole lot more. It sounds good.
Hey, all right, cool. Well, I appreciate it. I do have a little bit of reverb in there, but I have my noise gate cutting off pretty hardcore right now. It cuts off right at the end of my words so that RF doesn't get in there as much.
looking towards...
I could hear that. And I stopped using the noise gate. Here, let me play that back.
So that...
Here, just listen to that.
But, I have my noise gate cutting off pretty hardcore right now. It cuts off right at the end of my words. So that RF doesn't...
I heard that. Was that the RF getting in there before the noise gate closed?
I don't think so. I haven't heard that before. I don't know, but I did record that, so I'll play it back myself a couple of times and listen to that. But I don't know. Do you hear it again while I'm talking now? I don't see it on my scope.
Let me let you hear this last transmission there. It happened like 2 or 3 times. Subtle.
I haven't heard that before. I don't know, but I did record that, so I'll play it back myself a couple of times and listen to that.
Oh, hear that little in between your breath? Listen one more time.
I haven't heard that before. I don't know, but I did record that, so I'll play it back myself a couple of times and listen to that. But I don't know. Do you hear it again while I'm talking now? I don't see it on my scope.
After the word, there's like a...
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. That's weird. Oh boy, more shit for me to go digging into now. I was going to focus on getting my routing done, and now I got to look at that too.
Oh man, let me try another session here. This is one called Less Highs, Big Bottom. I think this is a predecessor to the one that I'm on now. This is the predecessor to the one that I'm on now, and wow, it sounds full. I like this one.
Yeah, that one does sound full right there. All of your settings sound good. They just got a little bit of a difference, a little subtle difference on some of them, and some of them have a big difference, but they all sound good, man. You just got to pick what you like and run with it. Or pick many of them. I don't know. I'm kind of like that. I like to play around and keep changing it up.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I'm always switching things around, changing things up a little bit, doing something a little bit different from time to time. And yeah, just as much as we all know that there isn't really one best setting, because there are so many different receivers out there. So you could have 10 different settings, and that what might sound good on one receiver isn't necessarily going to be the hot ticket on another one. So yeah, it's hard to say what's best.
No, that's just it. I don't think there is a best. I think there's a really good, but is there ever really a best? Because it's all subjective, right? So, anyway, but yeah, wow. I gotta play back some of those and listen to them sounds again. I don't know. I might go back to the live professor, doing the audio processing that way. I saved all my settings and I took pictures of my routing and everything so that I can get back to that easily. So I can get back to that, but I'm kind of enjoying doing this and playing around with the settings and trying to figure something out, because I get bored over here. And you know my situation. I get bored, so I got to keep my mind busy. I don't have much of a mind, but I got to keep it busy or I just go nuts.
I hear you. That's how I am over here too. Got to keep occupied, various different things. Boredom is the worst, man. That's just the absolute worst. I'm going to change something, by the way. Watch this. Here comes. This is going to be one called News NREXT. Don't ask why, but here it comes. Okay, this one here is called News NREXT. So we'll see what that does. Right there around your neck of the woods. Motor Mouth Mall stepping.
Yeah, I missed a lot of that there, Motormouth Mall. I got somebody on $5 pizza hammering into Tucson right now, and he's looking to make contact. So I caught you in there a little bit. I don't know, that Tijuana border is just slamming into Tucson right now. So hey, $5 pizza. I heard you in there, Danielsan Tucson.
That's probably rice and beans.
No, it wasn't rice and beans. Or maybe it was. He called himself $5 pizza. I haven't heard him before. I know rice and beans is over that way.
I can't hear him in backscatter, so I'm not sure. Pardon me, I'm not sure who that would be. But interesting. Okay, well, I'll get back on the side and let you get back to $5 pizza. Turn my audio down here a little bit. I see myself doing some overmodulation there. So I'll get up on the microphone and I'll turn the audio down and drive that thing a little bit better. All right, there, Danielsan, Motormouth Mall, stepping right here, right now, break.
Holy cow. And that $5 pizza dude's got energy going down below channel 1. Holy cow. He's got a huge signal, Motormouth Mall, and a lot of that energy.
Wow. That's too bad. What a waste of energy and what a disruption of everything else, right? Oh, well. I guess that's the way it goes every now and again. Anyway. All right. Well, Danielsan, I'll sit back on the side, read the mail, and I don't know if you're recording or not, but this is the one that I call News NREXT. It's a predecessor to all the other ones that I was just on. So it sounds like there's a lot of high frequencies in here, probably too many highs. And anyway, I'll jump over to the one that I was on when I first got out here, which is the Big Bottom Loud, and we'll just see what that does when I switch back over. So this is Big Bottom Loud, and I just don't know what that sounds like over there, but anyway, there you go, Danielsan, Motormouth Mall, right here, right now. I got down.
That dude's dropping a big old hammer into Tucson. Dropping a big old hammer into Tucson right now, that $5 pizza. I don't know. Hey, Motormouth Mall, conditions are switching. I'll send you those recordings a little bit later this afternoon. I do appreciate the playbacks, and if I can bump it down with you a little bit later, I will. Danielsan Tucson.
All right, the Danielsan sounds good. Yeah, you got your ears plugged up right about now by a big $5 pizza, so I'll get out of there and read the mail for a little bit. We'll say 7 3s. And Danielsan, Tucson, Arizona, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast undermodulated beast right here, right now. And there's a little bit more up there to about 63 hertz. And we'll see what that does. I don't want to go over the top with it, but there's a little bit more. Motormouth Mall, stepping, I got down. Hey, Catbox, what's up? Break.
Well, I just had some breakfast. Sitting here smoking a Lucky Strike, listening to your talk show. Sounds good in my neighborhood, sure, man. How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. Got the antenna looking down into Tucson, Arizona, and Mother Nature dipping and dabbing, flipping and flopping, and doing what she does, you know. So I didn't expect to hear the northwest corner roll up in there like that, but you sure did. 321 Catbox, Motormouth Mall. It is just undermodulated hammer got down.
Man, I could even hear the whisper. I could even hear the whisper that time. Yeah, wow.
And this is the back to the big bottom version, but I increased 63 hertz. Hopefully not to the point where it's too muffled or too boxy, just to get a little bit more grunt, down below, but I don't know what that did on your end. Hey, whispering. I can whisper. Yeah, you should probably be able to hear the whisper pretty good. Danielsan AZ. Motormouth Mall got down.
Yeah, I got Southern California. Somebody's warming up this radio now there, Motormouth Mall, and it's huge. So, anyway, I thought maybe the conditions swung that way and I get back in there, but when I can, I'll send you the recordings, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Danielsan Tucson, I'm going to be standing by.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, well, you know how the bowl is. People have conditions, they have conditions. It is what it is. There are no excuses on the bowl, so we could tie it up for a little bit there. And I just, hey, Danielsan, I don't think it makes much difference if we're tying it up by fighting or tying it up by talking about technical BS that most people aren't interested in. Bottom line is we're tying it up to break. But now that we can't tie it up because Mother Nature is dipping and dabbing, I guess I'll be taking a standby and just, me, I talked to my radio, they're breaking.